actually showed up for pre-registration and all that stuff. It's 50, very very close. So I'm very excited about that. We have a lot of diversity in terms of decks and all that stuff coming at you guys. So I'm really excited to talk about all of that stuff. Round one should be starting very soon. So I'm really excited. Honestly, what are your thoughts right now, Kuja?
I'm excited to see the diversity. I know we got a couple smokers, which makes me happy.
Oh, do we really? Yeah, I haven't actually got a chance to see the layout. We will get that to you guys very shortly as soon as we get the information that Boss Man Max is supposed to give us. So we'll see. But in the meantime, also let's just talk about quickly what the event entails, just to remind those who are just watching for the first time. The Grand Line Cup, we have again, we got around 50 participants today. For entering, you get, let's see, you get a promo pack, and it's $30 entry, what it was. But for entering, you have a chance to for some giveaways and all that cool stuff. So again, if you want to come in the future and maybe participate in these kind of events, this is this is what you get. And then entrance, I can't tell you the pricing off the top of my head. I wish we had.
I know the top 16 is the Kazuki cards.
Yep, that's the cool one.
Zoro.
The big takeaway for me, I think, is the Kazuku card. It's a Zoro leader. It is custom Zoro leader. You cannot get this anywhere else. It's exclusive to our event today, which is really, really exciting. First place is going to get Manga Ace and packs. Second place is getting a Nami and some packs. I know some Whitebeard alt arts are in the top.
There's a Boa alt art.
Wasn't that in participation?
I think it's both.
It might be both. Okay. That's really exciting. I know we have an alt art Luffy leader. We have a lot of cool things coming in for the prizing. And a lot of cool matches coming your way. Again, if you want to participate in an event like this in the future, we will be holding more events. This is, again, our first Grand Line Cup. We're troubleshooting a lot of stuff, seeing how things go. But I'm really excited just to be a part of having this really shoot out and see how it goes.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's going to be a great turnout for the first one. We already got plenty of people here. I've seen that we got diversity in decks, diversity in people. And
yeah,
you know what? As long as we keep the interest going, the prize support's going to be there because we do a great job of sourcing out, especially if we can keep with Kazuki cards.
Oh my
People love them. And
yeah, I forgot to mention too. Big sponsor, Kazuki Cards. Definitely check them out. Getting top 16. Very nice. I really like it.
It's a traditional Japanese card style that he's doing to make them, and they're high quality. Definitely worth every investment.
Every time.
I have 2 leaders, and I have Don, and everyone always asks where I get them from.
Oh my god, he's just such a nice guy. Joku, I think he runs everything. He's such a cool dude. Everyone in that team is just really, really great. I personally love this. I honestly don't want to let go.
Yeah,
this is kind of great. I really, really do enjoy it. And we're gonna have, I think we're in talks about what we're doing next time. I'm really excited about the next one too. But this one is really, really cool. Very cool prize for top 16 if you make it. This is something you can look forward to if you do well in our tournaments. And honestly, our price coming into it, the entry is just $30. So honestly, it really isn't that much.
No, you're guaranteed those matches. You're guaranteed the promo packs coming in. There's also the door prizes are always awesome.
Yeah, participation's on. You get like promo, which is nothing too crazy, but honestly, it's worth it just for the opportunity to win some stuff, have some practice or whatever. It's just a normal tournament, right?
Yeah, it's just, I'm gonna say, like I was talking to people before that, it might be just like kind of a step above a local with how many people you have and the surprise support. Obviously, it's not sanctioned, so there's not like exclusive Bandai stuff, but good enough stuff to keep you coming back.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm really excited just to see. Another thing too is like events like this where we have 50 players.
Yep.
Or just about. I'm really excited to see the innovation because a lot of people I've been talking to and talking tournament. We're gonna see a lot of that. I'm really excited to see how this shapes up. And as soon as we get the information of the leader breakdown, we will share that on stream and on Facebook, I'm assuming.
Yeah, absolutely. And then even within the red stuff, I've seen some new things in there. I know one of our friends, Nick, his deck is very interesting. It's kind of a combo between the Stage Beard and the Straw Hat engine. So even within the red, we're seeing some new stuff. So I definitely think since it's not a full-on regional tournament that people are going to, and I think it's going to provide some interesting turnouts.
Yeah, especially like this is like the perfect time. If you want guys to come to our events next time, be like, hey, I want to try something funky at an event that I might win some really cool stuff, or even a Manga Ace and or even this Kaizoku custom card that you can only get at these events. This is the perfect time to do it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I know I'm a Dofi player through heart, and I've been sticking with Dofi the whole time, and it's just playing with ratios and having a good time with One Piece. It's been a great game, and these events are really cool just to come and play.
Yeah, I'm really, really hyped about it. It's super great. So we do have our round 1 getting ready. They're starting up. Looking like we have a kid leader here. Is this going to be a kid mirror? We were just talking about that. We were just talking about because Bossman Max.
Bossman Max.
He is the one who's going to choose our players. And we were just saying, it's like, man, there's no way he's going to pick mirror for round 1, right? And here we are.
Here we are with a kid mirror. I'm wondering what kind of engines are in there. I'm wondering if it's the film engine or a traditional Supernova.
Yeah, they have this. As kid, there are so many options you have now to, like, you have the Wano engine. You have the film engine like you were just talking about. Yeah, we just saw a little bit of Flash. I think we does use a little bit of the film engine. Yeah, he has Usopp. He has. Yeah, we see film.
This is going to be interesting. All right, off the rip, seeing some new stuff out there.
Yeah, I mean, I will give a quick little shout out to another tournament back, like not even that long ago, where we saw a kid perform really well. I think he got a first place finish. I can't remember the details for that list at all or where it was, but we are seeing some kid pop up, and we get to see right here firsthand. It is a deck to be not like on the radar for. It's something that you need to think about going into these tournaments.
Yeah, I think green in general is a very strong color. It keeps getting good support, and the Wano engine off of set 2 is really good. But seeing the film engine coming out of set 2, now people to figure out how to play it, but I think they're finding the way here. And I saw our Bardo club, Bartholomew.
Oh, Bartholomew, yeah.
I just saw him, and I'm like, oh man, this is going to get interesting. But yeah, I mean, a best of 1 kid mirror with film engines.
I think they both run film.
This is going to be interesting.
This is so interesting. My big thing too, thinking about this matchup, is do they include 8-drop kid? Because like, if you have it, against those matchups against Doflamingo, like against you auto win, you just beat that matchup almost outright, at least close to, and not to mention it. So I'm really excited to see if they are going to implement H-Drop Kid and how that affects the game in any way, shape, or form. It is also important to note, if you are watching, this is a best of 1 format. We have 30 minutes of each round and then 5-minute overtime. So normal rules apply and all that good stuff. Looking like we are going to get our opening hands. Our player on the right does have 2 Bards in his hand.
And he's keeping.
He's keeping it too. He's like, this is insane.
This is it.
We will find out. We don't know who is turn 1 player, which is totally fine. Oh no, he drops some card. That's okay. And they do have our little mini timer on the right here. Definitely excited to see how this is going to pop up.
Our player on the left is a little nervous with the stream here. He's fumbling with his cards, but
nah, it's okay. He'd be fine. I have the utmost faith in these players. I mean, a lot of people traveled. Oh, you know what I just noticed? Our player on the right is actually Quapman. At least it looks like it's Quapman. And he's been a long time watcher. I love him. He's a great guy.
Yeah, he's out here rocking the film red shirt.
He's in the film red shirt. I love that. That's good stuff. I also really like how we have this 2-player mat. I love it. It's gorgeous.
Yeah, who doesn't love Nico and Nami?
All right, so our turn 1 Quapman on the right, he did play a turn 1 Bonnie, pass the turn to our green kid player on the left. He is the 2 Dawn. Let's see what he does here. I feel like the big thing here is if you play like a turn 1, he passed. I was like, you have a Bonnie or a Momo here. That's really cool because you can try to take pressure off your leader for the swing. But he just said, nah, I'm just gonna pass here. We do see the Bonnie search getting a 7-drop Luffy, that blocker on play, get placed in Supernovas. So that's really interesting here. See the attack onto him, and he just takes it. Very 9 and hard. Nothing too crazy yet.
Yep. Killer blocker.
Killer blocker. Definitely not bad. I feel like even though other use for your Dawn, it's a totally fine thing here.
I mean, yeah, I was like, just getting a blocker down, you kind of can figure that turn 4 going to swing with the kid at least.
The targets for each attack yet, so we're going to try and I feel like if you have a way to rest down this Usopp or the Bonnie, you just do it. Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
But I feel like with the film engine stuff, you don't really have that resting engine anymore because you don't really play Okiku. You don't really play. There we go. So we do have a rest engine. I was just saying. Here we go.
Yeah, and
yep. Now he's gonna be able to swing into the Bonnie.
Take away
and to the board exactly. And now you're denying your opponent resources when you're doing something like this. And you're playing against green mirror or just any matchup in general. You want to prioritize swinging into those characters. Oh wow.
Brook cheat out of.
Yeah, he played the Brook. Pay 4. You can just play a Supernova. I believe it costs 3 or less. I'm not.
I think it's a film card.
No, I know. Oh, that's a Supernova. Oh, I meant to say film. That's totally my bad. See, this is why I need you. For film, and then he's able to play that Bart. Going to swing at lead for 5. He's just going to immediately take that card advantage. Nothing wrong with that.
Very pressure.
There's some good pressure. You remember, we still have that Usopp. It can definitely do some damage. The only thing is when you're playing in the green against the Green Mirror, you have to be very aware of, like if you're giving them cards, that's more defense for their HOP kids, or just you're gonna potentially lose that resource war. So exactly. That left player just didn't even opt to swing because if you swing here, there's a good chance you will just lose that resource battle. And you just lose.
Yeah, he wants to stay wide, to keeps the pressure down and kind of force a more defensive game for a bit since he starts out a little behind here.
For sure. So looking to activate Bonnie here, top 5. Going to see what we can get off of this. Get a Supernova. He gets the Zoro. What I really love about the film engine is that a lot of the cards in film has Bonnie like Supernova, so Bonnie can search for it.
Yeah, because you got Law, Luffy, Zoro.
Right, exactly. So you have so much flexibility. Very, very cool.
Player on the left's leaving 2 up for maybe a counter event of some sort.
Going to take that life off attaching 1 to the Brook. Very interesting. I feel like you don't need that, but you might as well if you have the Dawn.
Yeah, I think he was expecting a counter event to make sure he was big enough to possibly get a
right. So we're gonna see the counter from the leader's swing here. Gonna pay 5 maybe for a Law, or it's a Basil Hawkins. That's huge.
That's a lot of.
Yeah, Basil Hawkins. For those who don't know at home, if he has 1 Dawn attached to him and swings at a character, you can untap him. And so we are also going to see the Bard to untap that Brook. But with Basil Hawkins here, if the left kid player decides to swing for any reason, he can get immediately punished with that Basil Hawkins.
Yeah.
Which is huge. We are going to see the swinging into the Bonnie. Question is, does he want to prioritize denying resources, or does he want to just get some damage? I think he wants to swing to his Bart first.
Yeah, I think getting rid of that Bart's utility going to be huge right there.
Yeah, you don't want Bart untapping this stuff.
No.
That's something you don't want to see. All right, we're going to see the Bonnie play top 5 search for a Supernova. What is he going to grab here?
Grabs on that result.
He's going to grab a Zoro. I mean, it is what it is.
It's a bot.
Can't ask for much better.
Especially if, it's just got to get pressure down there eventually to maybe deal with that Basil Hawkins.
He needs something.
Yeah.
Another thing too is I feel like these kid decks are very oriented towards the Whitebeard matchup because you see those 4-6Ks are really good in that matchup. You see Basil Hawkins really good in those matchups. So I feel like they had the idea of the meta in mind, being like, hey, we know we're dealing with Whitebeard all the time.
Yeah, he's leaving the 2 Zoros up to respond to any rested cards coming back to him.
So yeah, I feel like they did not think of, hey, I'm playing Mirror round 1. Like, super unfortunate for them, but like it's funny for me. Like,
yeah, who would have thought 2 kids?
Yeah, 2 kids round 1. It is what it is. I feel like we're taking a time machine back to set 1.
Oh my goodness, yeah. Exactly. Kids everywhere.
Kids were very prominent, but we are going to see the swing from the Brook, probably
into
going to the Bonnie. Yeah.
Get rid of it. Easy.
You have to. That's just incremental value every single turn. You have to get rid of it.
Yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate you got to use a bigger body to do it, but you're not really running small bodies in this film engine.
Right, exactly. So, I mean, this is all going to be about resource game and resource war between these players. We are going to see the Basil Hawkins coming in for 7,000. Going to swing into the Usopp. Just clear it. Very easy. Not worth dropping 2 cards. Yep. I think the big interesting thing for our left green player as of right now is that he does have 2 Dawn up. That could indicate a Punk Gibson.
Yep.
It could be even like something wonky like oh my god, the starter deck card, which name is now escaping me. You like guard for 4 on top 1. I can't remember the name.
Oh yeah.
I can't remember the name of the top of my head. I should remember, but I can't.
I think he has a counter event sitting there.
Yeah, it's something. Unless you just try to bait.
Unless he's bluffing.
Unless he's bluffing, which is definitely not bad.
I mean, it's early to bluff.
This is 7-drop. Yep, this is 7-drop Luffy into a Brook and into a Bart.
There man.
How do I know it?
Oh, man.
Yeah, and now you're going to see that Bart come down. Going to activate its effect to untap the Brook. See, that's so big in this matchup.
Yeah, he also it up just because of those Zoros.
Yeah, you can't have them swinging to lose that. I mean, it's definitely having a huge lead coming into this at this point. And having that Bart is so big because if you untap those Supernovas, they can't swing in.
Keep it alive.
Yeah, counter keep it alive.
He's got an empty hand now.
He's 2.
Oh, he's got 2. He's put him on the side.
Yeah.
1 up. Is that a Paradise Waterfall? Left.
So we're going to see... I mean, he still has Bart on the field too. So that means he's going to be able to literally rest it and then untap those big bodies so he just can't do anything about it. Like, he can't answer this board. And now Kwame also is free to just swing into these Zoros and really just deplete all of his resources one way or the other. But he's gonna go for life. Interestingly enough. Okay. I'm for it.
Yeah, I mean, he's still got the Basil to get rid of the Zoros too. If he swings on top of them, make them big enough. Get rid of both of them.
Another thing too is important is the same exact thing I just said for our left kid player still applies to the right. Like he can just keep pummeling him into dirt and he will win, and he has the resources to back it up too.
Yeah,
which is huge. So we are going to see the 7K swing into a Zoro. He's going to kick counter out of that. Now the question is, does he swing with the Basil? Leave it up so that he can protect Basil Hawk. I feel like you have to get to the state of you want to win.
Yeah.
At some point, I feel like you can't just keep having it stay up, and I feel like you're not. If the left player starts to go, I need to start getting rid of this Basil Hawkins. That's less swings coming into the leader.
Yep, absolutely.
So that for sure, I think is the.
I would say not knowing what defenses Quap has in his hands, it's hard to kind of tell what he's thinking. But he's going in with the Basil again. Ooh, full on counter out. I'm assuming that was at another Zoro.
Yeah, I have to assume that's the case. So we're gonna see 7,000 gonna swing in. That has to be into a Zoro. Yeah, for sure.
And he's gonna end of turn's gonna reactivate for the block.
That's so good.
So it's so good.
I was very much like saying on the when Bart was released, I was like, there's no way this card is good. But I'm seeing it, I'm like, man, I'm kind of here.
Well, the whole thing, we didn't think the film engine was gonna be as good as it is, but the cheating cards out, it just adds so much value, and it's starting to make sense to me now.
Yeah, I'm starting to be like, maybe I was a little bit wrong.
Yeah.
Untapping your Luffy, making your Luffy essentially a pseudo kid, 7-drop kid, and play a card off of it is definitely valuable.
Yeah, it was and then you can play a Brook off of it, then you can play a Robin,
right?
Then you can play an
Brook, Robin, Brook into a Bart, like we saw.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that play is just so good.
Just cheat out cards, man. He's almost a better dope. Said that. Man. Oh, he just passed with all. He's got to be thinking.
There's no way he passed turn here.
Not
being insane.
This is a tough place to be.
I mean, his opponent's at 2 life. He physically can't win even unless he has a way to tie down the kid and guarantee a way to swing the Zoro. So if he had like a straw sword, let's say, tap down the Luffy, and then 1 onto the Zoro, swing for 7. If he has no 2K, 1K, he could potentially just go for game here.
He's got a clear here. No.
That's if he runs straw sword. And if you don't run straw sword, that's not going down. Then he physically can't win this turn. So now he has to think about: do I pressure here, or do I have a way to
down the Zoro? He's kind of forcing either block with Luffy.
Yeah, block with Luffy, or he's losing something here. But he is only not swinging at the leader. He's got to swing the Brook, maybe manage the resources.
I don't think Quap wants to lose the Luffy because to be able to swing and have a blocker is so valuable right now.
Oh yeah, you super don't need it.
Doesn't count.
Yeah, we're gonna see the 5K swing. Going to play. Yep, we're gonna play.
Hey, okay.
His own Luffy into a Nami.
No Don now, so.
I think the only thing about that turn was the little sequencing was a little weird because he swung with 5K. Like he swung with the 5K after the 9K.
Yeah.
Like I was going 5 then 9, but like that's totally fine. I think what he did was nothing wrong with that.
Well, yeah, 5 you can block with Luffy. Luffy's not gonna die. Then you swing the 9.
Right.
So that sequencing would have been probably better to get rid of that Luffy. Luffy adds so much pressure, but so does the Hawkins. Like there's a lot of problems here.
Yeah, it really nothing you can really do about it. He's kind of very, very problematic to be in. That's a big body. He's going to swing that right into that Zoro, get that free untap, try and almost guarantee get rid of something here.
There's a Luffy block, but
and now you can just go right into that Zoro. You can just go double.
He went to life.
You just scoop.
He went
to life.
He went to life.
Oh, I didn't even notice. I forgot he was at 0 life. I'm so stupid. Yeah, that is the game. Quammen gets that game round in the books.
Yeah, so already off the rip, we're seeing 2 kids.
Yeah, 2 kids here. That was really interesting. We saw that Basil swing going for game. Like he forced the block. Didn't matter. He just went for it. I didn't notice he was at 0 life.
Yeah.
I didn't even notice. I don't know how I didn't notice, but I didn't notice. That was an interesting game. Definitely a really, very interesting way to start off our Grand Line Cup. Himir is always interesting. And you gotta love Quap. I'll give him some credit.
Quap, yeah.
I love Quap.
I mean, he was flexing with that Winter Dawn.
He really was. He really flexed for the Winter Dawn.
He kept putting that on back. I would do the same thing, but
yeah, for sure. Nothing wrong with that.
I'm a bling guy. I like to bling out my decks too. So.
Right. But, yeah, no, definitely. I really appreciate both these players coming in and getting our first round in.
Yeah.
Gotta give both a shout out. Love these people.
I'm so happy that they came in They came in with not red. These guys came in with Kid that are just it's different. It's a different deck.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. I like that the diversity. We're seeing it by firsthand, like we said before. We're not going to see red over and over again. We're seeing these people actually show some diversity, trying to do something more than just the meta. Like, it's like, hey, this is a 50-man tournament, or like we're gonna be like a decently sized tournament. Let me try something new that I haven't thought of for prize-filled treasure cups.
Absolutely.
And I feel like right now, like in terms of treasure cups, I feel like the meta right now, as we're looking at it, is we're looking for something to become the new innovation.
Yeah,
we're right in that sweet spot where everyone knows what's going on. Everyone knows what decks each do, and like there isn't a ton going on with it, but like we're close.
Yeah, play the unexpected, man. It's just kind of interesting. The green that we usually see is Kittymon. Now seeing Kid, it's just different. People aren't going to expect it. So I really hope to see more Kid in this thing too, because that film engine is very interesting.
Yeah, I really like it. But on that note, we are going to try and fix our frame rate because there's a big problem here with that right now. Try to fix the lag. So we will hopefully be able